but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Punt is on its way. He's got it. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The LSU Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Trying play action. With the catch, it's Webb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Off the play fake. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. A 42-yarder from the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lay.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about.
He lofts one down the sideline. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tigers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams will pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Boise State has it back ready to go to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback running on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Right on the money. Spins away from one. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. The toss to the outside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Williams looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play.
Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Williams will pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Just drives in between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Pocket breaking down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Williams looking for a man. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Parker. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Williams will pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
On 3rd down, going up top. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Pulls it in. It's Parker. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Broncos need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark?
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Touchdown LSU! And the route is on.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not to as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Curry. Quickly complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
On target. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent.
Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They'll immediately call timeout.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
33, Boise State, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Bates. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments.